So here we will discuss how to receive input values interactively from user using Python. So there are built-in functions on Python which supports the interactive input details from the user. So now here to receive the input from the user, we use a function called input. It's a built-in function that we use input and within bracket within the parenthesis. If you want to write something, you can write it or else you can keep it. So this will wait for the user to give the input to the program. And this basically returns the value in the form of a string, and whatever that we enter also will be considered as a string. If you want to convert, if you want to use it as a number, then we have to convert the string into a number. So let's see this simple program, how to get this done. So here we have a program that is to receive input from user. So initially we write a print statement to print to enter the USN. So in order to get the USN from the user, so we use input method here. So this input function will get the value from the user, and that will be stored onto A in the form of a string. And we are printing it. And if you don't want to use the print statement explicitly, then what we can do, we can use the input function straight away by specifying the string to be printed or the string to be prompted on the screen. So here we use enter your location. So enter your location will be printed, and also with the help of this input statement, input function, it will be waiting for the user to give the value, and it will return the value in the form of a string, and that can be printed as well. And if you want to take the input from the user and you want to split it into different parts, then what we can do, we can use a, uh statement like input, where we can use a delimiter. The delimiter also can be informed to the user, like enter first name, middle name, and last name, uh, comma separated by. That means you want to separate it by comma or by using the space. I think here I have used the space to separate, white space to separate. And now, if you look into it, the split method of input, string, what it will do, wherever there is a white space, that name will be split. So that will be returning a list called names. So whatever the character is split, that will be stored in the list names. So by using the iterators, what we can do, you can iterate through it and you can print it on the screen separately. It will be printing. And also now, if you want to access a number, when you ask the user to enter some detail, subject 1 marks, the user will be entering a number, but that will be considered as a string only. If you want to convert it, we can use the typecasting operators like a int to float can be used. So which will try to convert the given string into an integer. Similarly, for subject 2 also we do. Then we can do some operations on it, and finally we can display the result. So let us see this output, how it is going to appear here. So I use Jupyter here. So using Jupyter, let us see that how it is going to be displaying the output. So I'm just running this program. So first it will ask, the enter USN here. Here it gives the enter USN. So here I'm writing like 1, 2, BN, E7, 8, EF, 4, 5, something like that. Then as we asking to print, so it will be printed also on the screen. Then it's asking for enter your location. So I'm just giving Hyderabad. So that also will be taken from the user, and that will be used for displaying the location, because we're asking to print a location. And next, no, we want to split the input with the help of comma here. So I'm just uh, going to give the names separated by um, comma. So let me say India, comma, country, comma, nation. So like this, when I give, that will be split into three names like India, country, nation, because it's separated by commas. So we'll be able to separate it by using the delimiter as well. And also now we want to enter the mark. So let me say I'll enter some mark over 74 and 85 as the subject to marks. Then it will compute because it's converted here from string to integer. That is being used here for totaling, and that value will be displayed here because we are displaying using the print statement. Okay. So we can take the input from the user by using the input function, and if you want to print it, combine the print statement and also the input statement together, that also we can do it with the help of the input function to prompt the user to enter the correct value. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for watching.